Blog Talk Radio.
Stevie B's media production is a part of the Shellcaster Network.
Stevie B Media Production presents Acappella Gospel Music Blast with your host, Stevie B. Playing your favorite acappella music from the world's greatest acappella artists. Sit back, relax, and listen to the sweet sound of voices. We're flying at 30,000 feet, and you're riding with Stevie B. Stevie B is on the radio. You can call into the live show, 713-955-0508, or email us, butlersteve1009@yahoo.com. Contact us. Let us know who's riding with Stevie B on the blast tonight. This is the Acappella Gospel Music Blast, and you're listening to Stevie B.
This radio show is the 2018 nominee for the NACAMA, the National Academy Christian Acappella Music Artist Award. I like saying that. This radio show is being broadcast from Stevie B Media Production at the Carolina Studio in the great state of North Carolina. This is Stevie B, and I'm the blaster master of acapella gospel music. And according to the late Vaughn, the general consul from Dayton, Ohio, she says Stevie B is the hardest working Christian DJ in the world today. May the good Lord have mercy on her soul. That was my dear sister right there. I also have a recent quote from an interview I did with Jesse Moran from Straight Company from Louisville, Kentucky. We had him on the broadcast. So he's been on the show a few times. So he's on last time he was on the show as a producer for Divine Experience out of Tampa, Florida, with the lead vocalist Brandon P.K. Smith was on that show from Tampa, Florida. That was a great show. Listen to what Issei said. He said, "My radio voice, my energy, my creativity is refreshing, and nobody does it better because nobody's going to outwork me." That's what he said, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just telling you what they say. Also, a recent quote from an interview with Thurman Meadows out of Temple, Texas. He was on the radio broadcast. He said Stevie B is the hardest working man in acapella Christian music. Also had a recent quote from the late Irvin C. Jackson. We lost Irvin back here in January. She was coming on the show here on a monthly basis, debuting his new music. And I really appreciate this quote from Irvin C. He said Stevie B is the greatest and the hardest working man. He said, "I consider you to be the lighthouse of acapella gospel music." I certainly appreciate that quote from the late Irvin C. Jackson. I also have a quote from Mr. Ooh-wee himself, Dorian Paul out of Houston, Texas. He's been on the show a couple of times. He said, "Stevie B, we need you. We need you, Doc. Don't you go nowhere because we need you." That's what he said, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just telling you what they say. And my dear brother, Jeremy Roberts from Virginia, we interviewed Jeremy on the broadcast. He said Stevie B is the hardest working man on the radio, period. That's what he said, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just telling you what they say. And my dear brother, Anthony Blunt. He's the radio host for the Gospel Train that airs on Sunday morning on 94.7 FM WWBC 1510 AM in Rockledge, Florida. And it also airs here on Facebook as well. That's what he said during the interview on his radio show. So it must be some truth to it. Now I have a recent quote from Kenneth Ray from Made New Acappella Ensemble out of Louisville, Kentucky. He was on the show here recently. He said Stevie B is the hardest working brother in acapella music on the ones and twos. And then I have a quote from the comedian Tim Pridgen from Fayetteville, North Carolina. He was on the show here a couple of weeks ago, and this is a quote from him. He said, "There are many great Stevies in the world, like Stevie Wonder, that made nothing but classics in the music game." He said, "But you also need to know my guy that's killing the radio game. My guy, Stevie B." That's what he's saying, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just telling you what they said. And the last quote I have from my brother Ali Ezel from Fayetteville, North Carolina. He said, Stevie B is the mouth of acapella gospel music. I like that.
Stevie B's Acapella Gospel Music Blast.
But you can't be the blaster master if you're not dropping any bombs on your radio show. Let me get this big iron bird on up off the ground. I rubbed my two little coins together and bought me an airplane. I think we've reached our altitude of 30,000 feet. That's where we're going to be flying tonight, at 30,000 feet. All right, let me drop these bombs. I said boom, boom. Ladies and gentlemen, we are taking back Friday nights for the Lord. Oh, yes, we are. For the next 2 hours, I'm going to play some of your favorite acapella gospel songs from such artists as Straight Company, Acapella, Dorian Paul, Commit Acapella Chorus, and many, many more. I want to hear from our listeners tonight. You can give me a call to the live show at 713-955-0508. Or you can send your emails to my new email address, butlersteve1009@yahoo.com, and let me know who's riding with me on the blast tonight. I'm trying to lift up your spirits with these inspirational songs on a Friday night. That's right. It's Friday night, and Stevie B is playing acapella gospel music. So turn up your spiritual ear.
Stevie B's Acapella Gospel Music Blast.
On tonight's show, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be counting down my top 20 acapella gospel songs for the month of April. Tonight on Stevie B's Acapella Gospel Music Blast. I'll be featuring on tonight's show my Funny Bones and also my Song of the Week. But I will not be featuring my shout-outs nor my monthly triple spin or my old 100s due to my time restraints on the show tonight, because I got to get to that number one song, hopefully before I go off the air. But if I don't make it till I go off the air, you can always pull these on-demand episodes up on wherever you're getting your favorite podcast from, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, just to name a few. So you got Stevie B loose in the booth on the ones and twos. So let's get into the music, the sweet sounds of voices.
Stevie B's Acapella Gospel Music Blast.
Before we go into our show tonight, I just have some upcoming events I want to make you aware of. On April the 22nd, that's next Friday night, my special guest will be comedian Larry Nunley from Fort Worth, Texas. And then on May the 6th, my special guest in the Story Glory segment will be Jonathan Charlie from the acapella group Room to Praise from Charlotte, North Carolina. And then on May the 13th, my special guest is Kenya Shelley from Clovis, California. She has a new single she just released back in February entitled Just Let Go. I just love that song, which is produced by Cornell Clark from San Bernardino, California. We had Cornell here on the broadcast a couple of months ago, I believe it was. And then on May the 20th, I'll be doing my top 20 countdown show for the month of May. And on June the 16th, my special guest in the Story Glory segment will be Seaburn Branch out of Coldwater, Mississippi. And then on July the 1st, my special guest will be Katrina Murkison from the acapella group Blessed. And then on July the 22nd, my special guest will be J.T. Emerson from the acapella group Exdous from Reseda, California.
Stevie B's Acapella Gospel Music Blast.
So who's on the playlist tonight? On the playlist tonight, I have some new singles from Anissa Rose out of Memphis, Tennessee, Monte Cuba out of Houston, Texas, Divine Experience out of Tampa, Florida, Called by God out of Nashville, Tennessee, Dwayne Pugh and Brad MacArthur out of Dallas, Texas, Shelly Curse out of Houston, Texas, and many, many more.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
So on the show tonight, I'm counting down my top 20 Acappella Gospel songs for the month of April. Enjoy the ride, ladies and gentlemen, on the blast tonight. Stevie B is on the air. Enjoy the show.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
You're in the mix with Stevie B, the Blaster Master of Acappella Gospel Music. Stevie B's Top 20 Countdown Show. Acappella Gospel Music. Number 20.
Holding down my 20th spot for 15 weeks is Divine Experience out of Tampa, Florida. Their new single, Never Going Back. We did an exclusive interview with Brandon P.K. Smith and the producer Jesse Mara Issei from Straight Company. That's episode 228. If you haven't had a chance to hear that show, check it out on my on-demand episodes. Enjoy my number 20 song by Divine Experience. You got Stevie B on the ones and twos.
Number 20.
I'll never go back. No way. No way. No way. No way. Never, no way. I'm never looking back over my shoulders. No, 'cause the Lord has brought me out, yeah. Forever grateful to Him. Yeah.
The sun goes down and the night is come. Then our day is done with the sorrow and care.
In the morning praise by my bed I pray. So I call on the Lord to say I'm grateful for new mercy, compassion and grace. No, I'm never going back. I'm never going back. To yesterday, I'm never going back. I ain't never going back. Oh no, yeah, I'm never going back. Yeah, said I ain't never going back. No, I'm never going back. I'm taking my time. I got a made of mine, and now it's time to shine, 'cause I'm grateful, and you kept me.
I ain't going nowhere. I feel like I'm walking on air, 'cause the Lord came through to rescue me. And I want everybody to see. Never going back. Yeah.
Peace and love, everyone. This is your girl, Genesis Archer from Jacksonville, Florida, and you're listening in to Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Number 19.
Holding down my 19th slot for 73 weeks is the Melody Airs out of Houston, Texas. Their single, My Prayer, from their 2000 album, Looking Unto Jesus. And this album was produced by the late Johnny Wilder Jr. We did an exclusive interview with one of the lead vocalists for the Melody Airs, Frank Melton III. That's episode number 99. Now, my recorded versions shows can only be heard on iHeartRadio, on Deezer, and also on Amazon Music. And the recorded version that we did that night was episode number 26 of that same live show. You're going to love what you're hearing from the Melody Airs. Enjoy my number 19 song by the Melody Airs. You got Stevie B on the ones and twos.
Number 19.
King of kings and Lord of lords, He will hear your praise. I'm praying for you. I'm praying for you. I'm praying.
I hope that your prayer has some real meaning. I read him say, I hear sinners pray, no, none at all. So get it right before it's too late. Don't get caught outside the gate. I'll be on my knees praying for you.
Hi, this is Jeremy Roberts, singer of No Mistakes and album I Forgive You, and you're listening to Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Number 18.
Holding down my 18th slot for 73 weeks is Anissa Rebels out of Memphis, Tennessee. She has a new single entitled I Know from her 2020 album Stronghold. And we debuted that album here on this broadcast, episode 179. And her producer, Louis Cooper from Dizelle Records, was also on that broadcast. We just had a great time on that show and also did a recorded version of that live show here on Blog Talk Radio. That was episode number 38 on my recorded version shows. Enjoy my number 18 song by Anissa Rebels. You got Stevie B on the ones and twos.
Number 18.
I don't know why my storm seems so tough at times, and I don't even know why I feel I'm losing my mind, and yet I know he's always there for me, and still I know he'll always care for me, and more I know he'll always comfort me. I don't have any doubts, I know. And I don't even know why my God would put up with it, and yet I know he's always there for me, and still I know he'll always care for me, and more I know he'll always comfort me. I don't have any doubts, I know, and yet I know always there for me, and still I know he'll always care for me, and more I know he'll always comfort me. I don't have any doubts, I know. I don't know why we choose to carry these loads, and I don't even know why we don't let God and let go, and yet I know he's always there for me, and still I know he'll always care for me, and more I know he'll always comfort me. I don't have any doubts, I know. I don't know why some people give up on God, and I don't even know why he chooses to still love us all, and yet I know he's always there for me, and still I know he'll always care for me, and more I know he'll always comfort me. I don't have any doubts, I know, and yet I know he's always there for me, and still I know.
This your girl, Tony Washington from Journey Acappella, and you're listening to Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Number 17.
Holding down my 17th slot for 73 weeks, it's Committed Acapella Chorus out of Rogersville, Alabama. Their single, Be Encouraged, from their 2017 album, We're Not From Here. And we debuted that album here on this broadcast, episode number 23. That was a few years ago. Also did a recorded version of that live show here on Blog Talk Radio. It's episode number 9. We also did a marathon show for Committed. That's episode number 49. And the recorded version of that marathon show was episode number 16. Enjoy my number 17 song by Committed Acapella Chorus. You got Stevie B on the ones and twos.
Number 17.
All right. Brothers and sisters, we came to lift you up, to encourage you, to open up the Word of God and stop leaning on your own understanding. Come on, Committed. I need you.
Encourage my brother. Have to stay in the fight.
Don't you give up.
Encourage my sister.
Oh, yeah.
God's gonna change your life. You must hold fast to His word. Your day is coming.
It ain't over.
Don't just not see the end.
You just getting started.
This is a new day.
When you learn to lean and trust
These
me.
are your best days.
This is.
It's the first day of the rest of your life. Walk in.
Come in now. I need you to hear this. We got a verse.
Ever felt like giving up? Ever felt like throwing in the towel? Well, you must keep moving. No, you cannot stop. Even though there are times when you can't see how. I came to encourage you, Lord. Trouble don't last always. No, 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 it don't. Standing on the promises of a sovereign God. Your breakthrough is not too far away. Yeah. Ooh, don't you ever give up. No. Be encouraged. Be encouraged, my sister. God's about to turn it all around. But you gotta hold back to His word. 'Cause your day is coming soon. Hold on. Breakthrough is right around the corner.
It's a new day.
These are
your best
These are your very best days.
It's the first day
That's right into your brand new
Wait a minute. Listen. Now, don't let this pain and this suffering throw you for a loop. It's just God's way of touching you and getting your attention. When I was going through, I had to open up His Word and let Him lead, guide me. And I said to myself, I reckon that my suffering can't be compared to my glory. Said I reckon that my suffering can't be compared to my glory. Said I reckon that the pain that I'm going through right now really can't compare to His power. You will see through me. Can I get a witness? We've been praying for a night, but I'm glad that joy comes in the morning. Just don't be so. Just remember, y'all, He made this promise. He'll open up the window
Hello out there. This is Janice Emerson, Nashville, Tennessee, former directress of Praise Unlimited. If you want to hear the latest and you want to hear the greatest, keep your station locked in to Stevie B.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Spinning on the ones and twos, it's Stevie B, the Blaster Master of Acappella Gospel Music. Stevie B's Song of the Week.
We'll be dedicating this feature to my dear sister and friend, the late Linda Dilly from Tulsa, Oklahoma. She was a member of my staff here at Stevie B's Music Production from 2016 to June of 2021. She wrote all the questions for the artists that we interviewed on this radio show, and we just want to keep her memory alive on this radio broadcast.
Stevie B's Song of the Week.
This week we are featuring Exdous from Reseda, California, featuring J.T. Emerson, and we have a single from their 1994 album Exdous The Cross. And now Exdous is scheduled to be my special guest on July the 22nd. And this this single that we're featuring this week is I Think I'm Alone. You're going to love this song. Enjoy my Song of the Week.
Stevie B's Song of the Week.
Do you believe in God?
God is my friend when I think I'm alone. Even in circumstances I think I'm wrong, by refusing to submit to His divine and perfect will. Lord, help me to remain steadfast, trusting and still.
God is my friend when I think I'm alone. Even in circumstances I think I'm wrong, by refusing to submit to His divine and perfect will. Lord, help me to remain steadfast, trusting and still.
I don't care what the world may say. God is here, always to stay. I am never alone. I'm never alone. Trust and honor are a part of Him. Free from Gaia and free from sin. You are never alone. Alone. God is my friend when I think I'm alone. Even in circumstances I think I'm wrong, by refusing to submit to His divine and perfect will. Lord, help me to remain steadfast, trusting and still.
God is my friend when I think I'm alone. Even in circumstances I think I'm wrong,
when I think I'm wrong,
submit to His divine and perfect will. Lord, help me to remain steadfast, trusting and still. God is my friend.
Yes, He is.
I'm alone. Even in
When I wanna think that I am wrong. Yeah.
Lord, help me to remain steadfast, trusting and still. Do you believe in God?
Stevie B's Song of the Week.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast. I'm just hanging with Stevie B. I'm just hanging with Stevie B. I'm just hanging with Stevie B. At 30,000 feet.
boy Lil Lou from Athens, Alabama at Diesel Records. Giving a shout out to my man Stevie B with the Acappella Gospel Music Blast. Every Friday night we get down just like this. Diesel Records, baby. Friday night, Stevie B's on the radio with the Acappella Gospel Music Blast. These are records, baby.
Stevie B's Funny Bones.
How they like it to create someone of their own image who denies their existence. Because I have read the Bible more than once, cover to cover, and it never mentions how old the devil was when he rejected God's authority. If I'm guessing an age, I'm saying 16. Devil got his driver's license, drove to Georgia, that's all I know. One heck of a fiddle player, buddy. You can't argue with a 16-year-old. You can't. They have a 3-word vocabulary. That's it. Is a word. You going to pass your history test? What is it? Is another word. Well, you can't spend the night at your friend's house. You flunked the history test. And then that word whatever drove me insane. It affected my nerves. Because when it would come out of their mouths, I'd immediately boink them right in the eye. Whatever. Stop that. And get your little angels ready for therapy. They're going. This is America. Your kid's going to lay on a couch at some point in his life and blame you for everything. You might as well give him reasons going in. Don't stress about it. They're going to do it. I told my kids when they learn to write, when you perceive an injustice in our home, do us all a favor. Write it down and date it, and I'll initial it for you. How come? Well, when you're middle-aged, my memory's not so good, we could breeze through the therapeutic process together. I'll just hand that book to the therapist. All that stuff with my initials next to it, I did, and I'll be at the golf course. I don't get it. Where we're at as a nation, we got 40-year-old men calling up their 65-year-old fathers and yelling at them at 2 in the morning and blaming them for all the grief in their life. It may be true. He may have had a rotten father, but at this point in his life, what do you expect him to do for you? I got my answer ready. I'm waiting for one of my sons to call me up at 2 in the morning. You ruined my life. All I'm going to say is, whatever. Do over? You know, well, we didn't mean to ruin your life. Hey, why don't you move back home? Me and Mom will re-raise you. Yeah, we're a lot calmer since our strokes, don't you know? We can't remember when bedtime is. We can't remember anything. You can move home and help us find our shoes in the morning. That'll be fun. We can't find anything around here. Remote controls, car keys. It's like a scavenger hunt every day. You sure do sound like a nice young man. What was your name again? It's puberty. Something happens when a child hits puberty. My oldest son went through puberty at 11 years old. Not making it up. It took him a half an hour to get through it. But it was a terrible half hour. I'm on the road. I call home. He's 11. He picks up the phone. Hey, man, how you doing? What's going on? What's happening? I called home the next night. That same boy picked up my telephone. Hello. Hey, who are you? Put my wife on the phone and get out of my house. And they're all different. My youngest son was 6'2", 230 pounds, 13 years old. This man-child walked around our home for months. His voice never dropped. Really? How do you keep a straight face during that phase of development? He'd yell at his brother. We'd have farm animals showing up at our back porch, just yelling down the hall, "Get out of my room! Get my room, he's touching my stuff." Dial it down, man. There's 2 goats on the porch looking for you. That's real funny, Dad. You put that one in your stupid show. So I do. And the talk, every father in this room that had a son knows what the talk is. You sit him in a chair as a boy. When he gets out of that chair, he's a man, because for the first...
Stevie B's Funny Bones.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. I hope you're enjoying the flight tonight on the blast. I'm playing some of the world's greatest a cappella gospel music artists, the sweet sounds of voices. We're flying 30,000 feet, and I'm dropping bombs everywhere.
Stevie B, Gospel Blast. Stevie B, Gospel Blast. Stevie B, Gospel Blast. Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Dropping the beat. Stevie B, the Blaster Master of Acappella Gospel Music. Number 16.
Holding down my 16th spot for 73 weeks is Tiffany Malone from Athens, Alabama. Her single, Let Nothing Turn Me Around. I just love this song from her 2011 album, Reason Why. And we did an exclusive interview with Tiffany on this broadcast, episode number 7. Now, that was the show where I told my secret of why they called me the Blaster Master. Enjoy my number 16 song by Tiffany Malone. You guys, Stevie B on the ones and twos.
Number 16.
There's a story of an old sister who would come to church every Sunday. It was pain aching in her body. She would struggle from the back of the church all the way to the front pew, sometimes with tears streaming from her eyes. And one day, one of those young sisters got beside her sister, and she told that old sister, "Sister, if you're in so much pain, why don't you just turn around and just stay home sometime?" That old sister just held her Bible close and said these words:
"As I read the story of old, and I look at old man Joe, he lost everything that he had in just one day. Now can't you see him as he spoke with his wife, when she said, you ought to curse your God and die? I can imagine with tears in his eyes, I can hear Joe say, I won't let turn me around. Though he slay me, I'm still gonna trust the Lord. No sickness, no sorrow, no pain. See, this is what I've learned. You see, when times in life get hard, that's when you wanna fall down and worship God. So I won't let nothing, no, 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 turn me around.
told her, she said, before I take it back, I'll add more. What about those Hebrew boys? Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. When the king said, better bow down before that image that day. Well, those boys were scared of the fire. Hey, they looked the king dead in their eyes. With no fear in their hearts, I can hear them say, I won't let nothing, no, turn me around. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. See, there's one thing I know. Sometimes we gotta go through the fire, but it's good to know Jesus will be right there by your side. I'm not gonna let nothing, no. Turn me around, yeah. Sometimes my road, it gets a little rocky here and there. And every now and then my burdens get heavy. You're like giving up. I'm gonna keep moving, and I'll never turn around. I'm determined, I've got a made up mind, I'm gonna get my crown. She told her, she said, I won't let nothing, no, I won't let nothing get no pain, aching in my body, you make me think about Jesus. Yeah. Hey, how they whipped him all night long, as he marched up that hill. I can't imagine, can't you hear his mother calling? But I hear him say, I can't stop, I can't quit, I gotta keep moving, can't gonna fall. Listen here, sister. You see, he took the pain from me. The least I can do is take a little pain from him. I ain't gonna let it turn me around. Won't let it stop me now.
This is your dude, West Coast Black, a.k.a. Uncle Black from the West Coast Boys, representing California. Sitting in the lab, the sweatbox, and you're listening to Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Stevie B's Top 20 Countdown Show. Acappella Gospel Music. Number 15.
Holding down my 15th slot for 73 weeks is the Mario Brothers out of Jacksonville, Florida. This single, Pick Me Up, and we have a remix for this single as well from their 2015 album, The Mario Brothers. We did an exclusive interview with Mario McKinnon on episode 175. Enjoy my number 15 song by the Mario Brothers and a remix.
Number 15.
Lord, you picked me up when I was down. Lord, you planted my feet on solid ground. Lord, I once was blind, but now I see. Oh, Lord, dear Lord, look down on me. Lord, you picked me up when I was down. Lord, you planted my feet on solid ground. But now I see, Lord, dear Lord, look down on me.
The Bible says in 1 Peter 2 and verse 9, but ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a peculiar people, that ye may show forth the praises of him who hath called you out of darkness and into his marvelous light.
Loving Savior, Almighty God, look down on me, Lord, when times get hard.
Show me the way, show me your power. You seem to pick me up in my darkest hour.
This is my prayer, this is my plea. When I'm struggling, you comfort me.
I know you will deliver right on time, 'cause you pick me up, Lord, when I was down. Yeah, pick me up when I was down. Lord, you planted my feet on solid ground. Lord, I once was blind, but now thank God that I can see. Lord, dear Lord, so many blessings you have shown to us. Even when we don't deserve them, Lord, you never give up.
Though it gets hard sometimes down in this bed, when I read your word, I know you're always there.
Send me a blessing, send me a sign. When the storms are raging, Lord, I know I'm on your mind.
I know you will deliver right on time, 'cause you pick me up and everything's alright. Yeah. When I was down, yes you did. Planted my feet. I could walk again. Once was blind, He opened my eyes. Lord,
Lord, you picked me up when I was down, and you planted my feet, Lord. Oh, thank you, Lord. I was in darkness, but you showed me the light. Oh, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Oh, yeah.
Lord, you pick me
like
up
nobody else could. When God's on my side, everything is all good. Life's kinda hard from the things that I've seen, but Lord have mercy, glad we on the same team. You picked me up, God, when no one was around. Through it all, Lord, you never let me down. Just wanting to thank you and have to praise you. So much to say to you, my life I pay to you. No one can match it. Your love is a classic. I need your passion, what I want, I just ask it. You bless my heart, I don't know where to start. Only God in heaven, He can bring us this far. Yeah, life is full of heartache and pain, and you came in my life, things ain't never been the same. So I look in the sky, I look and see my King. I know He in heaven, He looking down on me.
Pick me up when I was down. Lord, you planted my feet on solid ground. Lord, I once was blind, but thank God that I can see. See, the lightning was flash, I heard the thunder roll, but Jesus came and He spoke to my soul.
Now as I'm walking through my valley, the Lord is watching over me, and I'll take Him everywhere that I go, 'cause His peace is everlasting.
How can I be happy when my life seems upside down? Well, let me tell you about a man named Jesus. He's the true joy that I found. There are times I get weary, but it's the Lord who strengthens me. So I just put my trust and faith in Him, and every time He's there for me. Every time you were there for me, planted on solid, on the rock is solid. Once was blind, but now I see. Dear Lord, looking back over my life, I see how you blessed me. All night when I cried my
my joy in sorrow, my hope for tomorrow. Speak peace
that He showed me that I know when times get rough, He lifts me up. The Lord will pick me up. The Lord will pick me up. You pick me up. Sing, Steve. When I was down.
Hey everybody, it's Nia Purpose, and I'm inviting y'all to
Sit back, relax, and ride with Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast. Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Number 14.
Holding down my 14th slot for 73 weeks is One Hope in Christ out of Louisville, Kentucky. Their single Make a Way. This is the title track from the 2018 album Make a Way. We debuted that album here on this broadcast. Episode number 72. Also did a recorded version. I did an exclusive interview. Also, with one of the vocalists. He told me he wasn't the lead vocalist, Gary Edison, on this broadcast. Episode 238A and 238B. There was some technical difficulty on that particular show, so I had to publish it in two parts. And I also did a recorded version of that live show here on Blog Talk Radio, episode number 7, when we debuted that album here on this broadcast. And this group was the 2018 recipient for the NACAMA New Artist of the Year. Enjoy my number 14 song by One Hope in Christ. You got Stevie B on the ones and twos.
Number 14.
Obstacle after obstacle seems to happen in spectacular fashion. I'm grasping for a grip that my faith won't slip as I travel on this spiritual road trip. Up and down I go, where I stop nobody knows, but God, He holds the future, whole wide world in His hands. My plans are not His plans, yeah. He will make a way out of no way. He's the same today as yesterday. The reason I'm happy, I know that you're with me today. God, yes, Lord, I need you. I know that you can make a way. Make a way, a way for your children. Make a way, Lord God, I need you today.
Another day in the world to see what He has prepared for me. Great joy or even challenges. I have no need to stress. God controls everything and supplies my every need. Simple words restore life and peace. When God Almighty speaks, something He'll make way out of no way. If He did it before, I know He'll surely do it again right now today.
Hey, this is Dwayne Pugh from Dallas, Texas, and you're listening to Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Stevie B's
Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
It's your favorite DJ, Stevie B, the Blaster Master of Acappella Gospel Music. Number 13.
Holding down my 13th slot for 73 weeks is Dwayne Pugh and Brad MacArthur, both from Dallas, Texas. Their new single, God's Music, from their 2019 album, Life in Music. We debuted that album here on this broadcast. Episode 177, also did a recorded version of that live show here on Blog Talk Radio. It's episode number 37. Enjoy my number 13 song by Dwayne Pugh and Brad MacArthur. You got Stevie B on the ones and twos.
Number 13.
I remember Sunday morning, Daddy would turn on the radio, saying I could see the house changing, rearranging, yeah, things shifted. I felt the sun through the crowds of joy, oh yeah, although problems stayed, felt like life would get much better when that music played. I felt it down deep in my soul, the kind of music that cannot be ignored, no. This music, I choose it, 'cause it keeps me going He gave a voice to people who had none, gave hope to people who needed some. I must confess, I think we're better 'cause this music gave us consciousness, yeah. It penetrates down to the core. This word we sing about is sharper than any two-edged sword. And I love the way it feeds my soul, the kind of music that cannot be ignored, no. This music, I choose it 'cause it keeps me going on. Let it be a genre, you pick you up from under these life circumstance, let you know you still got a chance. God music, yeah, is remaining. Every day the world keep on changing. Hey. God music, yeah, for the soul, soul sustaining. This music, I choose God music, God music. Genre can pick you up from under each life circumstance, let you know you still have a chance. Yeah. All right, good.
In 4, 3, 2. Hey, this is Dorian Paul, and you're listening to Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast. Ooh wee.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Number 12.
Holding down my 12th slot for 73 weeks is Genesis Archer from Jacksonville, Florida. Her single Higher Ground from her 2012 album I'm a Soldier. And we did an exclusive interview with Genesis. Well, she's been on the show a couple of times. Episode number 20 a few years ago, and episode 198. Now, Genesis was the 2019 recipient for the Acappella Music Artist Female Artist of the Year, and the 2016 NACAMA Best Female Vocalist, and the 2014 NACAMA Artist of the Year. Enjoy my number 12 song by Genesis Archer. You got Stevie B on the ones and twos.
Number 12.
You cannot shake the way I'm moving. You cannot mess with me. I'm moving. Higher ground. Jesus, they're waiting on me. Moving. Higher ground. You cannot mess with me. I'm moving. Higher ground. I'm away on a mission, yeah. Every day I'm striving harder just to make it to heaven. You may try to discourage me with scandalous ways, oh yeah. But you can start me on the solid rock of sin. I'm gonna keep on working, Lord, for your kingdom. Cause in the end, I wanna be where you are. So I gotta keep working, I got to keep moving, I got to keep going every day. In the end, I wanna be with you. I'm going high. You cannot shake the way I'm moving. You cannot mess with me. I'm moving. Higher, 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 I'm moving higher, 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 higher ground. You cannot let I'm moving higher. There were people in my life try to get in my way, and every day I try to tell them, y'all, that Jesus is the way. You know they left and talked about me, but that's okay. That's okay, 'cause I know who I am and where I want to be. Oh, see, I'm wiser, getting stronger every day. Can't stop now. See, I'm on to higher ground. Nobody can break me, nobody can shake me, nobody can hold me down. No, no. 'Cause in the end, I'm gonna be with you. I'm going high. You cannot shake the way I'm moving. High. You cannot mess with me. I'm going higher, higher, higher. I'm going higher, higher, higher. Oh, you cannot mess with me. Can't you see me, Lord?
Not moving, me not going nowhere. You said which I was made, so you won't delay me. I keep on praising the praise to keep at peace. No politics can meet the mountain top is what I'm seeking. So start grabbing at me enemies, get out of my way. Christ, I need your grace, the heart has won't behave, and so I keep moving.
I keep on lifting you higher. I keep on loving you higher. I keep on praising you higher. I keep on worshiping
so I
you
keep moving.
I tell the world about your love. I tell the world about your grace. Yeah, yeah. Oh,
And so I keep moving.
I'm moving higher. I gotta go higher in you. I wanna go higher. I just gotta go higher in you. I love you, Lord. Can't you see me? I'm going higher. Please help me. Higher, higher. I'm going higher, higher. I wanna go higher, higher. I'm going higher. moving higher.
This is Cool Debris, and you are listening to Stevie B, the master blaster of Acappella gospel music.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Number 11.
Holding down my number 11 slot for 73 weeks is Teray Mack from Jacksonville, Florida. He has a new single entitled Thank God. This song features Amber Baldwin from Greensboro, North Carolina. She's a member of Teray in the acapella group Testament Acapella Ensemble. And we have their new 2019 EP entitled Rich that we debuted here on this broadcast, episode 146. Enjoy my number 11 song by Teray Mack. You got Stevie B on the ones and twos.
Number 11.
One time for my G-O-D. One time for my G-O-D. Yeah. One time for my G-O-D. One time for my G-O-D.
So many blessings, so many times that we take you for granted. You gave strength to the weary and power to the weak. And though we are not perfect, you're favored us in season on. Through the fire and through the rain, you loosed all the shackles, you broke every chain. You are a sovereign God, I'm indebted to you forever, lift up your name. I'm not afraid because my Lord will never fail. Whatever weapon formed, God will prevail. If you ever wonder how my God is so blind, these are the reasons why. It's better just to die on the cross. Yeah. We would not be lost and that we don't thank God for that. Hard times, no stressing, it's a lesson. I got Jesus, so I keep pressing, keep pressing. Yeah. I don't worry about my enemies because all my haters, all my elevators. Thank God for that. Remember where your help comes from. Thank God for that. Thank God for that. Thank God for that.
Over and over, I'm in awe of your power, Lord. Your ways are so amazing. I'll forever be indebted to the way that you love me, Lord. And I'll forever praise your name. I don't know why you love me, but I am forever grateful for the times that you have made a way you cover me. I know it's by your grace and by your favor I have victory. And now today I'm stronger because you touched me. If you ever really wonder why I'm fly, here are the reasons why.
It's better just to stay on the cross, so we would not be lost and that we don't. Hard times, no stressing, this a lesson. I got Jesus, so I keep pressing. Yeah. I don't worry about my enemies because I'm a hater, I'm a elevator.
Remember where your help comes from.
Die on the cross, so we would not be lost in the wheel. Hard times, no stressing, it's a lesson. I got Jesus, so I keep pressing. I don't worry about my enemies because of my haters, or my elevators. They got it. They got it. They got it. They got it.
Your ways are so amazing.
Hey, this is Tony Carter from the Chicagoland area, and if you are looking for God to give you a song to sing like Jesus, then you tuned into the right place. You're listening to Stevie B on the Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Stevie B's Top 20 Countdown Show. Acappella Gospel Music. Number 10.
Holding down my number 10 slot for 73 weeks is Revelation out of Orlando, Florida. Their single Gethsemane from their 2016 album From the Heart. We interviewed Revelation here on this broadcast when I was with that other radio show. Enjoy my number 10 song by Revelation. You guys, Stevie B on the ones and twos.
Number 10.
What wondrous love I see, freely shown for you and me, by the one who did atone. You see, just to show his matchless grace, Jesus came down here and he took my place. Can't you see him as he's praying in the garden all alone? Hey, just for me. Oh, what love. Wait right here, he told us three. I need you to stay right here and watch for me. But they heard no bitter moan. Can you believe those three disciples slept? While my loving Savior, he cried, he wept. Oh, Father, but if it's your will, you know that I'll do it. I'm ready now. Then he went a little further. Then they led him up the hill, hung him high, stretched him wide. Father, not my will, but thine. I can hear him cry in the garden. Oh, my love, oh, my love. His love took my place. Yeah. Thank you, Jesus. Hey, for me, in the garden, thank you for your love. Lord, you never fail in love. Thank you. In Gethsemane alone. In the garden, all the pain, all the love you gave, it was shown in Gethsemane alone. Thank you for your love. Lord, you never fail in love. Thank you. In Gethsemane alone. Oh, I never can say what love all the me. And you know what's shown in Gethsemane alone. In the garden. In the garden. In Gethsemane alone. Thank you, Lord.
What's going on, everybody? This is Mario McKinnon coming to you from Charlotte, North Carolina, and you're listening to Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast. Y'all keep listening.
For everything he's done, I got to praise the Lord.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Taking you back to the old school. Stevie B, the Blaster Master of Acappella Gospel Music. Number 9.
Holding down my number 9 slot for 73 weeks is Daryl Barnett out of Los Angeles, California. He has a new single entitled Why from his 2018 album Way to Go. And Daryl, this song was the recipient for the 2018 NACAMA Song of the Year. And we debuted that album here on this broadcast, episode number 61. And also I did a recorded version of that live show here on Blog Talk Radio. It's episode number 8. And also, Daryl is also a former member of the acapella group New Image out of Nashville, Tennessee. We had them on the show a couple of months ago. And also, Daryl is an active member of the group Straight Company from Louisville, Kentucky. Enjoy my number 9 song by Daryl Barnett. You guys, Stevie B on the ones and twos.
Number 9.
I used to know you, but
don't call like you used to.
If you still love me, can I
give me a chance just to say how I feel? It may hurt you, but what I'm seeing is real. I love to see children play.
I've got depression.
There's a new pill I saw today.
I'm hypocritical.
Nothing is wrong. Take a picture and just smile, but it's coming after a while.
Oh, we keep believing lies. Then let the happy die. Because I need to know.
Holding me down,
sisters dying of age.
I know my man don't sleep around.
Don't be stupid,
we all gon' die, and since you only live once, you do you go ahead and live your life. The pastor is on TV,
but are we building people?
Bound for divorce,
we're wasting money, tell me.
Why should I save? Let me have my worldly things. God said he'll supply my needs.
That ain't what it means.
Go
back home. It seems like it's gone. Tell me when our change is gonna come.
This is Troy Marables of Made New Acappella in Louisville, Kentucky, and you're listening to Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Been a long time. Been a long time. I see Mary. I see Martha.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Number 8.
Holding down my number 8 slot for 73 weeks is Anthony Carter and Craig Hardin from Chicago, Illinois, Chi-Town. Their new single, Daily Bread. You're going to love my number 8 song. You got Stevie B on the ones and twos.
Number 8.
This time, the storm, well, it brought me down to my knees, and I pray, Father, please have mercy, Lord, 'cause I'm almost dead, and every morning when I would rise, I did not think I could face another day, but I made because you fed me my daily bread. Yeah, Lord. See, when I needed faith, God had fed me my daily bread. Lord, just enough to make it through the day. I needed courage, God had fed me my daily bread. Lord, just enough to make it, Lord, I pray. And the first day, y'all, I made. And Lord, the second day, see, when I needed help, I got down on my knees and prayed. And He lifted me. He set my feet upon the rock. He gave me new direction. Thank God I made it. And every morning I pray. Lord, please make a way. Lord, please make a way. And Father, give us this day our daily bread. Oh, I know for certain, as sure as you're born, you're gonna have problems that make you call on the Lord. And when you're called, just remember, Lord, what Jesus said. Don't pray for tomorrow, 'cause it may never come. Don't worry about the next day, 'cause all you've got is this one. Oh, when you call, you gotta ask Him for your. And when you need strength, God will give you your daily bread. Lord, enough to make it through the day. When you need courage, God will give you your daily bread. I believe just enough to make it, Lord. I pray, and I guarantee that you'll make it. Just put your trust in Him. Put your hand in God's hand, and I know you'll make it. Just believe His way. You got to trust in Him, and I'm a witness to it. The Lord will bring you out every morning. Life will knock you sometimes straight down on your knees, but you got to stay in prayer daily for strength, for courage, and get up. That's the key. You got
gotta get up and put your head in his, and then you'll make. You'll see the fruit from your labor. No weapon formed against you could touch God's awesome faith. He'll lead you step by step to the trouble zone, through the good and the bad, the love you, until it brings you home. Oh, yeah. Every morning I pray. I'm gonna pray every day for the Lord to make a way for me.
Give us this day our daily bread.
I'm Lavinas Carter, and I sing with Truly Blessed out of Atlanta, Georgia. You are listening to Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Stevie B's Song of the Week.
This week we are dedicating this feature to my dear sister and friend, the late Linda Dilly from Tulsa, Oklahoma. She was a member of my staff here at Stevie B's Media Productions from 2016 to June of 2021. She wrote all the questions for the artists that we interviewed on this broadcast. We just want to keep her memory alive on this radio show.
Stevie B's Song of the Week.
This week we are featuring Exdous, featuring J.T. Emerson from Reseda, California. We have a single from the 1994 album Exodus the Cross. Now, Exodus is scheduled for our show on July the 22nd. Looking forward to having J.T. Emerson on the broadcast. And this single that we'll be playing for them is entitled I Think I'm Alone. You're going to love my song of the week.
Do you believe in God?
God is my friend when I think I'm alone. Even in circumstances I think I'm wrong, by refusing to submit to His divine and perfect will. Lord, help me to remain steadfast, trusting and still.
God is my friend when I think I'm alone. Even in circumstances I think I'm wrong, by refusing to submit to His divine and perfect will. Lord, help me to remain steadfast, trusting and still.
I don't care what the world may say. God is here, always to stay. I am never alone. I'm never alone. Trust and honor are a part of Him. Free from Gaia and free from sin. You are never alone. Alone. God is my friend when I think I'm alone. Even in circumstances I think I'm wrong, by refusing to submit to His divine and perfect will. Lord, help me to remain steadfast, trusting and still.
God is my friend when I think I'm alone. Even in circumstances I think I'm wrong, when I think I'm wrong, submit to His divine and perfect will. Lord, help me to remain steadfast, trusting and still. God is my friend.
Yes, He is. I'm alone. When I wanna think
Song of the Week.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
You're in the mix with Stevie B, the Blaster Master of Acappella Gospel Music.
Hey, this is Crystal Stevenson from Greensboro, North Carolina.
Hey, this is Amber Baldwin from Greensboro, North Carolina.
This is Dodge Burnett coming from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Hey, this is Teray Mack out of Jacksonville, Florida, representing Duval. We are the one and only Testament Acappella, and you're listening to Stevie B's Acappella Music Blast.
With you is where I want to be. Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Number 7.
Holding down my number 7 slot for 73 weeks is Shady Chorus out of Houston, Texas. They have a new single entitled Sounds of Love. I just love this song from the 2020 EP, Surrounded by Love. And this song features Frank Milton III, formerly of the Melodiers. Enjoy my number 7 song by Shady Acre Chorus. You got Stevie B on the ones and twos.
Number 7.
What does love look like? What does love sound like? What do you see? What do you hear? Does it look like rain? Does it sound like wind from up above, blowing, blowing strong? Like to be falling, like to be moving.
This is Orlando Tisdale, a.k.a. Mookie, and you are listening to me on Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast. I'm just hanging with Stevie B. I'm just hanging with Stevie B. I'm just hanging with Stevie B. At 30,000 feet. I'm just hanging with Stevie B. I'm just hanging with Stevie B. I'm just hanging with Stevie B. She's a rapper, baby. It's Friday night, and the mood is right. Stevie B's on the radio. We're gonna pray tonight, and if you get too mad, call your friends to outwork the music. Come on and tune on in. Stevie B, I'm just hanging with Stevie B.
This your boy Lil Lou from Athens, Alabama, and Diesel Records. Giving a shout out to my man Stevie B with the Acappella Gospel Music Blast. Every Friday night we get down just like this. Diesel Records, baby.
And if you get too mad, call your friends to outwork the music. Come on and tune on in.
Every Friday night
Stevie B's on the radio
with the Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Diesel Records, baby.
Stevie B's Funny Bones.
Well, I did a wildlife club. That's a big deal in North Carolina. The North Carolina the Triangle Wildlife Club. Raleigh-Durham, Chapel Hill, they got a Triangle Wildlife Club. Okay, here's what they're big into: deer hunting. Now, I hunted deer when I was a kid and a teenager and in college. But here's the difference, and I discovered this just this year. When I was a kid and I hunted deer, they considered that an outdoor recreational activity. Somewhere in the intervening years, it has become a sport. It's in the sports page. And I said to them that night, I said, I used to hunt deer, so forth and so on. And you guys think it's a sport? You guys, and they're all nodding yes. I said, well, call me picky. But sport to me implies, I don't know, athletic ability. Because I got to tell you, when I was a kid and I hunted, I had a 30-06, which is a high-powered rifle, with a scope, which, if you don't know, is essentially a telescope, which means when I was hunting for deer, I didn't have to expend the energy to squint. Yeah. I said to the North Carolinians, I could understand it being a sport if by North Carolina law you had to, I don't know, chase a deer down, choke him to death. A little hand-to-hoof combat. I said to him, look, name me one other sport where your opponent has no idea he's playing. I said, until the opening gun goes off, the deer has no idea he won the coin toss and elected to receive. It's 0-1 before he knew what hit him. Now, and what is your first name, our deer hunting friend? What is your? Dean? D-E-A-N, Dean? D-E-A-N. And Dean, now in this state, do you have to wear, when you hunt, do you have to wear the orange vest and orange cap? I believe so. Yes, you do. And why is that, Dean? Do you know why is that? It's safety, so that another hunter will not mistake you for a deer. Everybody's nodding. Let's ask ourselves the comedy question. What's wrong with this picture? Exactly. We're apparently in this state selling high-powered rifles and ammunition to humans who cannot distinguish other humans from deer. It would seem to me, Dean, a simple leg count would do the trick. See, here's my philosophy, Dean. If I'm in the woods on all fours, shoot me. See, I think, Dean, but if this is the case we shouldn't have a background check to buy a rifle. There should be an IQ test. And you know what I was thinking, Dean? See what you think. A photo lineup. Bunch of deer and a guy. And I'll make it easy. Famous deer. Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet. And if you can't pick out that guy, no gun for you, Elmer Fudd. But Dean, you know what? You and I both know this. We laughing, but every year in this country, somebody mistakes another somebody for a deer and plugs him. Yes. Yes. I had a friend that happened to. And the good news is he was just winged. Couple of, in the shoulder, couple of stitches, night in the hospital, he's fine. But he said, Frank, you know where I was? He goes, I was in my backyard pruning a tree. You know, Dean, I've seen a lot of deer. Never seen one could do that with their antlers. See, as a comedian, Dean, I wish I could have been in the woods with the two hunters right before the one hunter pulled the trigger just to hear the conversation that led up to it. Hey, Bob. What? I think I see a deer. Where? On that ladder. Well, Dean, it gets worse. I told that story in Georgia, and a guy came up and he said to me, "Do you guys know what a tree stand is? It's like a tree house from which you hunt deer." He said he had a buddy in a tree house, a tree stand, in orange, in the proper amount of orange, who the other hunter claimed he mistook for a deer in the tree wearing orange. I think I see a deer. Where? In that tree. And he's in disguise.
Stevie B's Funny Bones.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. I hope you're enjoying the flight tonight on the blast. I'm playing some of the world's greatest a cappella gospel music artists, the sweet sounds of voices. We're flying 30,000 feet, and I'm dropping bombs everywhere.
Stevie B, Gospel Blast. Stevie B, Gospel Blast. Stevie B, Gospel Blast.
Number 6.
Holding down my number 6 slot for 15 weeks is Monte Cuba from Houston, Texas. He has a new single entitled Through the Storm from his 2020 album Learning, and we debuted that album here in this broadcast, episode number 190. Enjoy my number 6 song by Monte Cuba. You got Stevie B on the ones and twos.
Number 6.
Through the storms, I'll stand. There will be sorrow, there will be pain. Count it all joy through the rain. You don't have to worry, you don't have to cry. We know that Jesus will help you through the storms. It's 2 in the morning when you get that call. A loved one is hurting.
joy through the rain. You don't have to worry. You don't have to cry. Jesus will help you through the storms. We all go through ups and downs. Sometimes you smile, sometimes you frown. But we can look forward to better days, because our Father, He has said, troubles won't last always. There will be sorrow, there will be pain. Just a little count it all joy. You gotta count it all joy. The rain. You don't have to worry. You don't have to worry. You don't have to cry. You don't have to cry. Jesus will help you through the storms. Sometimes it hurts so bad. Oh, it hurts so bad. Give 'em all the love you have. All the loving you have. Never seems to be enough. Never enough. Heaven's gates gonna open. We're gonna make it. God's gonna answer your prayer. God is gonna answer your prayer. There will be sorrow. There will be pain. Just a little count it all joy. We gotta count it all joy. Through the rain. Through a little rain. You don't have to worry. You don't have to worry. You don't have to cry. Oh yeah. Jesus will help you. He will help you through the storm. Oh yeah. Jesus will help you. He will help you through the storm. Power in the name. Jesus will help you through the storm.
What's going on, everybody? It's your brother in Christ, Cornelius the Strong Edwards, all the way from Galveston, Texas, better known as Paradise Island. And you're now listening to Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast. Enjoy and be blessed in God's endless mercy. Agape. Strong.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Spinning on the ones and twos, it's Stevie B, the Blaster Master of Acappella Gospel Music. Stevie B's Top 20 Countdown Show. Acappella Gospel Music. Number 5.
Holding down my fifth slot for 15 weeks is Called by God. Called by God Acappella, song out of Nashville, Tennessee. Their single, Yes, is on the way. This song features Dwayne Pugh from Dallas, Texas. And we debuted that 2019 album here on this broadcast entitled For His Purpose, episode 134. Also did a recorded version of that live show here on Blog Talk Radio. It's episode number 32. Enjoy my number 5 song by Called by God. I like saying that. Yeah, Stevie B on the 1 and 2.
Number 5.
It's on the way. It's on the way. Your promises are yea and amen. I celebrate all that I am. Your promises are yea and amen. I celebrate all that I am. Yeah, yeah.
fantasy. I will release you, speak what is best for me. Whatever you say, it shall come to pass. That's why I'll learn to trust you more. Oh, limitless God, limitless power, your only desire is to see me go higher.
Hey, this is Melissa Lancaster with the singing group Durant, and you're listening to Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Number 4.
Holding down my number 4 slot for 15 weeks is Vision out of Houston, Texas. They have a new single entitled Beautiful. I just love this song. And this group, Vision, was the 2018 recipient for the NACAMA Contemporary Artist of the Year. Enjoy my number 4 song by Vision. You got Stevie B on the 1s and 2s.
Number 4.
Each morning is a gift. Do your best to make the most of it. Maybe a smile or a kind deed, helping someone who is in need. Can you imagine what we could do if you help me and I help you too? It would be like water to a thirsty soul, and every day we'd make beautiful. Whoa. We won't stop loving God. He's got so much love for us. So we adore you. Yeah, yeah. And Lord, we know you make us beautiful. We won't stop loving God. Oh, yeah. Got so much love for us. So we adore you. So why would you delay? Don't wait till tomorrow, love today. Somebody needs to know that you care. Help someone know that God is there. 'Cause when we treat each other right, that's how the world sees a light of Christ. It's like water to a thirsty soul. You make the world around you beautiful. Whoa. Yeah. We want so much love. Lord, we adore you. Nobody. You make us beautiful.
Hey y'all, this is Stephanie Booker Wilson of Stephanie Sings Vocal Studio, and you're listening to the Acappella Gospel Music Blast with Stevie B. Boom, boom, baby.
I needed you to reach out and take my hand. Guide me, Lord. Guide me, Lord. Guide me, Lord.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music
Number 3.
Holding down my number 3 slot for 15 weeks is the Soul Influence out of Houston, Texas. Their single, That's All I Think About, from their 2007 album, You Gotta Believe. And we did an exclusive interview with Marcus Bonham and Monte Cuba here on this broadcast, episode 176. Enjoy my number 3 song by the Soul Influence. You guys, Stevie B on the 1s and 2s.
Number 3.
Mama told me years ago, seek Jesus and don't let go. That's all I think about. That's all I'm thinking about. I'm striving with all my might, avoid evil and just be right. That's all I think about. That's all I'm thinking about. I wish to here and now, still true to the gospel now. That's all I think about. That's all I'm thinking about. Every day I've been sunshine, gotta get a little rain sometimes. That's all I think about. That's all I'm thinking about. Gotta let that mind be in me. Trusting Him, keep setting me free. My friends don't understand the quiet life of a Christian, but it's God I think about. It's God I'm thinking about. They can't wrap their minds around why it's now when the whole world frowns. It's good I think about. It's good I think about. I've searched the whole world over, ain't nothing like knowing Jehovah God. That's all I think about. Oh yeah, that's all I'm thinking about. Gotta let that mind be in me. Trusting Him, keep setting me free. All I think about is you. That's what I'm about to do. I do everything I need to keep pleasing. More and more each day. I'm determined yet to stay. Ain't no way, no how that I would be leaving. All I think about is you. That's what I'm about to do. I do everything I need to keep pleasing. More and more each day. I'm determined yet to stay. Ain't no way, no how that I would be leaving. Gotta let that mind be in me. Trusting Him, keep setting me free. All I think about is you. That's what I'm about to do. I do everything I need to keep pleasing. More and more each day. I'm determined yet to stay. Ain't no way, no how that I would be leaving. I'm determined yet to think about you. That's what I'm about to do. I do everything I need to keep pleasing. More and more each day. I'm determined yet to stay. Ain't no way, no how that I would be leaving. All I think about is you. That's what I'm about to do. I do everything I need to keep pleasing. More and more each day. I'm determined yet to stay. Do it and no way, no how that I would be leaving. Like it's just you and me. Heart and soul, all I got to know. I belong to Him. Heart and soul, all I got to know. I belong to Him. Heart and soul, all I got to know. I belong to Him. Heart and soul, all I got to know. I belong to Him. Heart and soul, all I got to know. I belong to Him. Heart and soul, all I got to know. I belong to Him. Heart and soul, all I got to know. I belong to Him. Heart and soul, all I got to know. I belong to Him. Heart and soul, all I got to know. I belong to Him. Heart and soul, all I got to know. I belong to Him. Heart and soul, all I got to know. I belong to Him.
Hi, my name is Vonda Waller from the Columbus, Georgia area. You're listening to Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Dropping the beat. Stevie B, the Blaster Master of Acappella Gospel Music. Number 2.
Holding down my number 2 slot for 15 weeks is my power group Straight Company out of Louisville, Kentucky. They have a new single entitled Dreamers. I just love this song from their 2020 album AMG, Amazing Magnificent God Lead. We debuted that album here on this broadcast, episode 181, and this is a 2 CD box set, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, 21 tracks. That's what you get. It took them 10 years to produce this album. You're going to love what you're hearing from this group. Now, we had a few other members of Straight Company on this broadcast when we debuted that album here on this show. We had Jay Walk, we had the Rose, Gunsmithy, East Sage, Jesse Marat, and D-Blow. Darryl Barnett was on this broadcast. Enjoy my number 2 song by Straight Company. You got Stevie B on the ones and twos. Oh, I love this song.
Number 2.
The best Jamaican accent you ever heard in your life.
There's so many things going on in this world today. So many things that are going on. Most of them good, but we have a lot of bad too. So we have to help each other out. If we don't help each other out, how are we going to make the world a better place? So that's what I'm telling to you right now. Let's make everything better for you. Better for me, better for the whole world. All right?
Yeah, man. The Straight Nation. We can hear it, man. Yeah. All right, man.
These are the people that need the godly man, the godly woman, the godly child.
Kingston. Montego Bay. Move it. Put on the county. Ocho Reyes.
We want to love.
Negro. Mandeville. Here we go. It's time for a new beginning, a new song. Whole world can sing. A spirit so overwhelming, extending our hands to the street. We've got to reach them, yeah. Make a dream come true. You and me, let's help, make the dream come true. Oh, it's time that we do it better. More love from each other, whatever it takes. Let's God in me. Busting out yours. Every voice would come together and shout on it. Shouldn't it be do, yes. Less fortunate than you and me, yeah. Stop the suffering and the agony and the bickering and misery and heresies. Everything up to you, it's up to me. You dreamers, dreamers. Hey, but you say it's in the name of the Lord. We can't go America still is never in the will of our God. No, 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 no. Heaven, full of compassion. Clap your hands, y'all. We can somebody needs some help. Somebody needs some help. Somebody needs some help. We can do this. God made us all one blood, man. One love. We know better than that.
What's up, everybody? This is Bruce.
This is Demario.
This is Cranston.
This is Tori.
And this is Jordan.
We are Rain.
And you're listening to
Stevie B.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, according to the clock on the wall, it's time for me to bring this big iron bird on down to the ground. I need to bring it on down. I need to bring it on down. This is the part of the show where I have to say goodnight. I got to go. I really enjoy playing these inspirational songs and tickling your funny bone. I'd like to thank my listeners for riding with me on the blast tonight.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
You cannot deny what you're on the blast on a Friday night. I'm playing some of the world's greatest acapella gospel music artists, the sweet sounds of voices. But I want to thank most of all the God of heaven through our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ who allowed me the privilege, and it is indeed a privilege, maybe to spend this time with you on a Friday night. So until we meet again, may God continue to bless your lives and may bless you real, real good. You've been listening to Stevie B's Acapella Gospel Music Blast.
Stevie B's Acapella Gospel Music Blast.
All right, let me hit you with three pieces before I get up out of here. Peace, peace, peace. And I'll see you, Lord say so, on the other side. My number one song for the month of April. Holding my number one slot. Let's see, where my little sound at? There it is.
Number one.
There it is. For 15 weeks, it's La Chance from the Bay Area, San Francisco, California. Her single, In Reverse. I just love this song from the 2018 EP, La Chance Acapella. And this song is produced by Cornell Clark from San Bernardino, California. Ladies and gentlemen, you're going to love my number one song. Enjoy this number one song. I'm Stevie B, and I'm out.
Stevie B's Top 20 Countdown Show. Acapella Gospel Music. Number one.
All these things I've been believing, all the promises that were made to me, they now seem like they make believe. I don't believe. Now I'm feeling lost in the wilderness, out in the woods, feeling misunderstood. What happened to those days when you held me close? I'm going in reverse. I'm losing my with my heart to trust in you. I thought if I ordered my steps in your way, I'd be protected. You never tomorrow meaning I'd be there. Now nothing's making sense to me. I'm confronted by reality. Did you lie to me, or is there something I'm not understanding? I'm going in reverse. Oh Lord, I'm losing my space and my space and my mind and my mind. Oh, feels like I'm running out of time. Does this confusion really mean that you don't care? I can't feel you, does it mean that you're not there? I'm going in reverse. I'm losing my patience, going out of my mind. I'm going in reverse. Feel like I'm running. I'm going in reverse. I'm reaching out. I need you, Lord. I need you more than I've ever needed you before. And I know you can heal me. I need you to help me. Help me to move forward. Help me to see you. Help me to reach for you. Show me how to trust you. I need a new perspective. I need direction. I need your protection.
Stevie B's Top 20 Countdown Show. Acappella Gospel Music.
Stevie B, Gospel Blast. Stevie B, Gospel Blast. Stevie B, Gospel Blast.
You've been listening to Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast, episode 256.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel